If you get your insurance through your employer, we'll change the cutoff on how old your kids can be to remain on your plan. We'll raise that to 26 years old. We'll place a limit on how much you can be charged for out-of-pocket expenses, and insurance companies will be required to cover, with no extra charge, routine checkups and preventive care like mammograms and colonoscopies, because there's no reason we shouldn't be catching diseases like breast cancer and colon cancer before they get worse and cost more money. That makes sense, it saves money, and it saves lives. So that's what we'll do for all the small businesses that have insurance, that are currently providing insurance. And for all the small businesses that can't afford to provide insurance right now. And small business owners who can't even afford to get coverage themselves, will finally make quality coverage affordable. And here's how we'll do it. One of the biggest problems in our healthcare system right now is if you're a small business owner, if you're self-employed, you often have such a small number of workers that insurance companies aren't all that interested in your business. It's basic economics. You don't have a lot of leverage as a small customer. And as a result, you end up paying higher costs than big businesses that can get better deals because they've got more workers, they got more purchasing power. So what we'll do is to set up what we're calling an exchange that will pool small businesses together. And that will mean it's not just you bargaining with insurance companies, it's you and many other small business owners and self-employed individuals all across the country. And with all that additional leverage, you'll be able to get better deals than you could have ever received on your own. In fact, small businesses that choose one of the plans in this exchange could save 25% on their premiums by 2016, only 2 years after the exchange has been set up. And we'll also offer tax credits to make insurance even more affordable for millions of small businesses. So meanwhile, by expanding coverage for more Americans, we're going to help eliminate the hidden tax of more than $1,000 that the average worker is paying to cover the medical expenses of the uninsured. Now, nothing's free, and it's true that when reform becomes law, businesses of a certain size who do not offer their workers health care coverage may be required to contribute to the costs, and that makes a lot of small business owners nervous. Opponents of reform have tried to say that you'd be subject to this penalty and it could potentially drive up your costs. But here are the facts, because this has been analyzed repeatedly. About 90% of all small businesses, regardless of what version of this plan you're talking about that's currently going through Congress, 90% of all businesses would be exempt from this requirement. So if your business is anything like the vast majority of small businesses out there, this requirement simply won't apply to you, because I don't think it's fair to impose a penalty on small businesses that are already operating at very narrow margins. So that's what health insurance reform would mean for you and for all our small businesses. It would reduce your costs. It would prevent small business owners from facing exorbitant rate hikes. It will make coverage affordable for all small businesses that can't afford it right now. And if you're providing health insurance to your employees, it gives you more predictability, more security, more stability. It will help remove the worry that if you have the courage to strike out on your own and open a business, you'll be doomed from the start. It will help give entrepreneurs and all Americans the assurance of knowing they won't go broke when they get sick. It will help ensure that no small business owner in America has to choose between being a successful employer and an employer who cares deeply about the well-being of his employees or her employees. It will help us be the kind of country we know ourselves to be. So what's at stake isn't just the success of our businesses or the strength of our economy or even the health of our people. What's at stake is that most American of ideas. That this is a place where you can make it if you try. Where you can be your own boss. Where the only limits to what you can achieve are your smarts, your savvy, your dreams, your willingness to work hard. Where you can pass on to your children a better life than you inherited. That's what's at stake. That's what we're fighting for. I'm absolutely confident that if we do what has to be done, if we can build an economy that works for all Americans, if we can promote innovation and foster growth and build a better health care system that is not a drag on each and every one of you, then not only will we ease the burden on entrepreneurs, not only will we give our small businesses a huge boost, not only will we produce the kind of growth we so desperately need in this country, but we'll secure the blessings of America for our children and our grandchildren. That's what we're fighting for. I need your help to make it happen. Thank you very much, everybody. Thank you. God bless America. Thank you. Are you? That's great. Great. Good to see you. And Mark Warner showed up. Give Mark Warner a hand. You working with arguments? Yes, sir. Important stuff. Good to see you. Thank If you're already doing the right thing, you should do it. Yes, sir. We are. So that's why we're going to check. Thank you, sir. Thank you. Good to see you. Thank you so much. Thank you for this. Great. Thank you so much. It was powerful. Thank you. Good to see you.